Turkey's links with several terrorist organizations have been brought out by various intelligence agencies time and again. President Erdogan is allegedly using charities as a cover to create network between his government and terrorist organizations. Now, the latest report by a Swedish media outlet has revealed the ongoing jihadi operations of an Al-Qaeda-linked Turkish charity group in South Asia. We have a report.
On 18 March 2016, Russia's UN ambassador Vitaly Churkin sent a letter to the UN Security Council saying that 3 Turkish organizations sent weapons and supplies to extremists in Syria. The Foundation for Human Rights and Freedoms and Humanitarian Relief was one of the organizations involved. Now the Swedish Nordic Monitor website has revealed that this Al-Qaeda-linked conservative NGO is spreading its wings in South Asia. According to the report, this so-called charity group IHH is running multiple projects in Nepal, especially in areas close to the Indian border. Known as a tool of the Turkish intelligence agency, IHH is working with its regional partner, Islamist Sangh Nepal in the region. The Kathmandu-based organization Islamist Sangh Nepal is already under the scanner of Indian intelligence agencies for allegedly providing sanctuary to fugitive Indian terrorists in 2018.
We also have been seeing the reports from time to time that Turkey, whose leader, Mr. Erdogan, is in fact looking to become a leader of the Islamic world. And in that process, not only he is promoting the Islamist ideologies, but also the extremist ideologies in such a way. So we know that they have been operating in Kashmir, they have been operating in Iraq, in Kerala, in different other countries in the world. And here, in Nepal especially, they have found a good partner, not only in the Islamic Sangh of Nepal, but with the ISI that has been very, very active there. And as you know, that Pakistan and Turkey have a great nexus as far as extremism, terrorism is concerned. So we have to be extremely cautious in that.
The IHH receives special funding privileges from the Turkish government, which has backed the Al-Qaeda-linked organization when it faced numerous anti-terrorism investigations in the past. This jihadi group has already been designated as a terrorist organization by countries like Israel and Germany. Ankara is using IHH to expand logistical operations in support of global jihadist networks. On August 16, 2016, a former head of the Turkish police intelligence, Ali Fuat Yilmazer, testified in court that the IHH campaigns are designed to provide aid for jihadists engaged in terrorism around the world and supply medical aid, funding, logistics, and human resources for jihadists. Through Islamist Sangh Nepal, the Al-Qaeda-linked IHH is seeking to gain a foothold in the region. The activities of Turkey-based foundation focus on several provinces of Nepal, especially in Province Number 1, Province Number 2, and Lumbini Province. It has established mosques, madrasas, orphanages, and Islamic centers in several cities, including the capital Kathmandu. Moreover, the IHH has taken a special interest in places like Sunsari that are close to the Indian border.
Nepal government has a greater responsibility. They cannot just shirk the facts. We have seen that ISI was allowed to operate in the country with impunity, which had indulged in several activities against India from the Nepalese soil. So that is something that the Nepal government will have to take charge of it and must take it head on before it is too late. Because these groups, once they are, wherever they are, that particular place also becomes their biggest target. And Nepal is a peaceful, nice Hindu country, and they should try and contain it on priority. This is extremely important.
Turkey has been actively funding and supporting extremist Islamic organizations in South Asia. New Delhi is also very much aware of Ankara's efforts to radicalize Indian Muslims and recruit fundamentalists. Last year only, an intelligence report accused the Turkish embassy in New Delhi of forging unholy association with Indian charity groups and other organizations. Moreover, in the same year, extremist alliance of Kerala's Popular Front of India with Turkey's radical group IHH was exposed by Nordic Monitor. The two key PFI leaders, E.M. Abdul Rahman and Professor P. Koya, had met senior IHH functionaries. India is now more careful of Turkey's nefarious plans as Ankara's tentacles in India and South Asia are going deeper than thought.